Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. It's time for the player update for the final episode of the December 2014 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, The Great Race. And I hope you all had a good time in December. I know I did. If you saw my last episode, you saw that I reached an X coordinate of 20,000, which is more than I was expecting. Since then, I have built a little cozy cottage here at my ending point. This is going to be a wheat farm someday. Here is my oak tree farm, and see. This is my cozy cottage right here at 2000. And those 6 eggs that I picked up on the last day, they produce 2 chicks right here, which will eventually grow up and give me eggs. So let's get up on a little column here. And go down the list. Okay. First off, we have the team of Psycho SFK and Crazy Kinsey. They spent day 9. They started out running, then they switched to boating. They ended up being 614 blocks off on the Z, which is a little far, but their X coordinate was 8,572. So congratulations, Psycho and Crazy, on not dying and completing a challenge. Okay, let me mark these off as we go. I'm trying to do this in order. Okay, so next would be Derp Guru. Derp Guru did some running on day 9. Then she did some boating for a last little burst of distance, and ended up down underground, playing it safe as usual at an X coordinate of 11,675. So congratulations, Derp Guru, on surviving the challenge. Yeah. Next we have let's see. Next would be Resorter Z. Resorter Z ran for a while. He was out of mushrooms, so then he stopped and cooked his fish. Then he went boating, and after boating he got back on land and did some more running, and eventually ran out of all food except for zombie flesh. But he did reach an X coordinate of 13,911. So congratulations, Resorter Z, for surviving and completing a challenge. Next we have Mike Deadman and Momo. That is Mike Deadman, also known as Frank and Honest. Momo, also known as Mom of Miners. They did some running, and then they found a ravine, decided to go down and look for diamonds. Mike Deadman was killed by a creeper exploding. He was trying to save Momo. In the process, he got killed himself. Then she decided to go back up to the surface and make a run for it. She ate her holiday meal uncooked, ate her raw beef, and finished at an X-coordinate of 16,359. Congratulations, Momo, on surviving and completing the challenge. Next, we have... Let's see. Actually, next would be me at 2,000. I mean, at 20,000. And then after that, we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell went beyond me. She stopped by a jungle on the way and picked up some cocoa beans. She did some boating. She reached the ice plains, and her final coordinate was 20,374. I noticed that there were dogs at her final coordinate, so I will probably run over there and get some dogs for my to keep me company in my cozy cottage here after I've killed a few skeletons and collected bones. And she reached or did I say that? Yes, 20,374. So congratulations, Baker Bell. I really enjoyed your series, and I hope to see you back in January. Next, we have Tim Obert, also known as Captain Hook 5150. He did some boating. He reached the ice plains. He got to an X-coordinate of 20,798. Congratulations, Tim, on completing the challenge. Next, we have, let's see, Outfoxed. Outfoxed did some running, did some boating, reached the ice plains, and got to an X-coordinate of 21,441. So, congratulations, Outfoxed. Next, we have Kidda Plays and Draco Wolfclaw. Okay, they did some running. They came back from the Nether, did some running, did a little boating, got to the ice plains, where Draco decided to engage some mobs and was overrun, killed by a combination of mobs. But Kidda continued on and reached an X-coordinate of 21,655. So congratulations, Kidda, on surviving and completing a challenge. Draco, better luck in January. Next, we have Sharjitska. Sharjitska did some boating. While she was in her boat, she decided to craft up some mushroom stew in her inventory. And after she crafted the bowls of stew, instead of moving the excess mushrooms back into her inventory, she just closed her inventory and the mushrooms went overboard. So at that point, she had no food except for the 4 bowls that she had made, and all of her extra mushrooms went to the bottom of the ocean. But she continued on. She reached the ice plains. There she tried doing some fishing, but that didn't pan out. Then she went to killing zombies and eating zombie flesh. She eventually found some more mushrooms in the taiga, in the spruce forest, and made up another couple of bowls. But those soon ran out, and she was back to zombie flesh. But she didn't die. She reached an X-coordinate of 21,830. So congratulations, Sharjitska, in completing the challenge and not dying. Next we have Next we have Batheart MC. Batheart MC did some boating, reached the ice plains, and got to an X coordinate of 22,788. Congratulations, Batheart, on not dying. Next we have Cherry Bitters MC. It's fitting that Batheart and Cherry Bitters finished side by side, considering they are partners in life. Cherry Bitters did some traveling in the Nether. Then she made a portal and came back to the overworld, did some running, and finished at an X coordinate of 23,499. And next we have Cyan 93. Cyan 93 is running with dogs. He made it to the ice plains and beyond. He got to some regular plains beyond the ice plains and finished at an X coordinate of 24,460. Next we have Lanio. Lanio was also traveling with dogs. Okay, and he was running, and then he was boating, and then he was running some more, and got to a X coordinate of 27,684. So, congratulations, Lanio, on surviving and completing the challenge. Next we have Wild Trekker Plays. Wild Trekker Plays came back from the Nether, ended up in the ocean, did some ocean swimming because he didn't have a boat with him, but then he made a boat and finished a ways off of the X coordinate. Off of the Z coordinate. He was 146 blocks off the Z, but nevertheless reached an X coordinate of 27,913. So congratulations, Wild Trekker, on not dying and completing the challenge. Before we get to the winner and the second place, let's talk about the team of Dan Plays, Cell in Gaming, and Murphy. Okay. Dan Plays, Cell in Gaming, and Murphy all died in the 9th episode. Murphy was missing the prior episode, but they found him in the 9th episode, broke him out of prison. If you saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about. And then they continued on running, but they were, Cell in Gaming starved to death, and the other two were killed by mobs before they could complete day 9. So 3 more deaths for a total of 5 deaths on day 9, which is a record, I think. Next we have Lightbringer. If you remember, Lightbringer showed us how to get to the roof of the Nether, and but he didn't spend a lot of time up there traveling. I think he only traveled half a day up there, and then he came back to the overworld. Then he went back to the Nether, and in day 9 he was doing Nether traveling, running in open spaces, tunneling when it has to, bridging when you have to. Then he came back to the overworld and finished off running. He went the wrong way. He went west for about over 1,000 blocks, but nevertheless finished at a very respectable 46,742. So congratulations, Lightbringer. I was very interested to see your Nether trick there. And finally, we have the winner of the December 2014 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge The Great Race, which is Greg C. 96 Gaming. Greg C. Started out boating, then he collected some mushrooms, he was crossing a desert, then he did some more boating in an ocean, then he found a savanna, and then he found another ocean. He reached a coordinate of 54,773, and all this without going to the roof of the nether, just normal nether traveling. So, congratulations, Greg C. 96 Gaming. You got further than anyone else, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you do in January. And this is Mike Deering signing out. I will see you all in January.